Week 12 is in the books, and we're now headed to Week 13. Before we do, here are some highlights from Week 12. So the Texans go on and defeat the Buffalo Bills. I know I didn't show you the score there. That was a weird cutaway. But then you have the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans battling it out in Tennessee. And it was the Seattle Seahawks who come away with the victory. We can see Mike Evans there getting the touchdown. I believe it was, or maybe it was Demaryius Thomas. Either way, Seahawks get the victory. And then we got the Bengals taking on the New England Patriots. And, of course, here we have the New England Patriots coming through with the victory. Big play there by Tom Brady, completing a touchdown pass. That was a risky throw, but, man, he got it. And so, touchdown there for the Patriots, a 34-23 victory. Then next up, we got the Vikings and the Packers. And this was a big division game to keep the lead for the division title. And it was the Vikings who come away with a victory to tie for the division. And then they won the tiebreaker. They're both 6-5. So a battle there in Green Bay. Then you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Rams on Sunday Night Football. Both of these teams trying to anchor their division. The Buccaneers, although they're 2 games ahead, we see Ben Tate just powering his way through a 38-35 game. It was a major shootout with even kick returns. And so now looking at the remaining games, so we saw the Buccaneers and the Rams, and when I told you it was a special teams game, it was there were 2 kick return touchdowns by Langford, and there was 1 by Montgomery, so just a crazy game there. I think it's still too easy to kick return in this game. But then you have to see the Buffalo Bills. They fall 14-17, 33-28. Browns were losing the game against the Raiders. Terrell Pryor had, 2 rushing touchdowns, ran for 68 yards, scored a late game winning touchdown, which got them the tying touchdown, and then the extra point gave them the game. They're now 6-5 in the division, which is good for them. You got the Eagles going 31-17 over Dallas. You've got the 49ers defeating the Panthers. Pittsburgh Steelers 28-7 over Chicago. Detroit Lions defeat the Giants, so that was a good win for the NFC North this week. Kansas City Chiefs, Blake Bortles. He's the thumbnail for this video because he threw 4 touchdown passes, 254 yards, and a victory over Kirk Cousins and Chris Johnson. So major success there for the Chiefs. Falcons with Jimmy Garoppolo defeat Drew Brees and the Saints, bringing their record to 5-6. Seattle Seahawks 31-28 to the Titans. We saw that highlight. The Jets. Oh, this was a crazy game. I thought Manning was going to have it. They had 9 seconds left to kick the game-winning field goal, and the Ravens took it. And then the Jets had a big touchdown, and they a big throw down the field, got into field goal range, and then they kicked an even longer field goal. And so it was a 44-yard field goal there, and just snatched the victory away from the Ravens. Poor Peyton Manning, but Alex Smith found a way to come through, even though he didn't have a whole lot. That was an exciting game. And then the Jaguars come away with another exciting victory over the Cardinals. So 2 terrible teams, and they have an exciting conclusion. Commanders, Chargers, Broncos, Dolphins, all on byes. Look at the news. You can take a look at that if you want. Yaboudi Island, man. Ashton Yaboudi, he was a shutdown corner for the Niners. I don't know how he did it, but he progressed really well. We look at the top performers here. Blake Bortles getting the number 1 spot there. We scroll down to some surprises, like Colt McCoy, 239 yards, 1 touchdown. A lot for a 73 overall. Clinton Dix got an interception to end the game against the Raiders. That was nice for him with Cleveland. Underperformers, McCoy did barely anything with the Jets. Hilton had 1 catch for 19 yards. Vic didn't do much. Hopkins didn't do much. Injury report. There's a good number of injuries in this league. I wish there were more quarterbacks hurt, though. I know, I wish, isn't that a horrible thing to say? But I wish there were more quarterback changes that we could use. Transactions, nothing. So, let's go ahead and break down the standings. So Patriots are 1 game away from the Dolphins, and then the Bills and the Jets are far away. Then you've got the Steelers, 8-3, 2 games ahead of the Browns. And then the Ravens and the Bengals squandering this season, not doing too well. Houston, Houston, they're pretty freaking close to anchoring the division here. So way to go, Michael Vick, and sealing this division, basically. All they needed was a real quarterback in this division. You got Vick, McCoy, Kirk Cousins, and then Tavares Jackson, who's kind of the journeyman veteran. They get a real quarterback in the division. That's going to take them by storm. Then you got the Chargers, who actually, again, the most competitive division right now in maybe the league. I don't know about the league. Between the West and both of these are very competitive divisions. You got the Raiders are 6-5 and the Chiefs are 7-4. If I look at the playoff picture, right, the Browns are 6-5. So Raiders and the Browns are fighting for that 7th seed. Denver 4-7. They're not doing too well. Then you got the Cowboys and the Giants and then I guess the Eagles and Commanders could still do it, but they got to climb a little bit. Eagles defeating the Cowboys was a big victory for them. Then you got the Vikings and the Packers, very tight division there. Detroit's a long shot. I guess they still technically could do it. They're on a 2-game win streak, but they really need a lot of losses here these last few weeks. We got like 6 more games, so anything's possible. Chicago 3-8, not looking good for them. Tampa Bay 2 games ahead in their division. Really, any of these teams can come back if they really wanted to. It looks like Carolina is probably on a bye week this week. And then you got the Rams and the 49ers. Niners look like they're on a bye this week probably. But Rams 7-4, 7-5, 49ers. They really bounced back. Seahawks 6-5. Cardinals, they're looking pretty low. So if we go to like the worst teams in the league, it's Tennessee, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Bears, and Cardinals. So right now, the Titans are in the running for Jared Goff. And then Bengals, I don't know if they'd move on from Derek Carr. Maybe? Would they go for Carson Wentz? I don't know. I don't think so. Colts could go for a Carson Wentz or a Goff. We'll have to see how low they go. Chicago needs a quarterback, so they could actually trade with the Bengals, maybe move up. Cardinals have to see whether they stick with Dalton. Jaguars could use a quarterback. So Cincinnati could either trade back if they want to stick with Derek Carr, or they take like Joey Bosa or Zeke Elliott or someone like that. When we look at the league leaders, nothing much has changed, but this time Tom Brady takes number 1 spot with yards, then Rodgers, Ryan, Dalton, Manning. We got Cam Newton leading the league with touchdowns with Rodgers, Brady, Smith, Osweiler. Rushing, we got Chris Johnson on both accounts, 1,200 yards and 20 touchdowns. Best, Richardson, Spiller, McFadden. And then Gurley, Martin, McFadden, Richardson. We look at... Actually, there's some ties there, so there's several people in that 4th ranking. And then you've got... receptions, Odell, Sanders, Landry, Hardy. James Hardy, man, he's a freaking all-star, man. He's not the same James Hardy as others in the league history. I'll try to get like a history of each of the wide receivers or receiving leaders for each team. That's harder to organize. I got a lot of videos backlogged and data swirling. Hard to keep up with everything, but I'll try to get some fun videos like that. Then we got receiving yards. It's Wallace, Beckham, Olsen, Sanders, Diggs. And then Wallace leads with touchdowns with 10, 10, 10. No one's really, like right now, Johnson's just running away with it for touchdowns. Wallace is not really running away with it. They're all kind of within a respectable 10 on the season. Then you look at tackles for loss, Von Miller, Everett Brown. And then just if you want to see a broader picture of the stats, I won't break it down too much, but I'm sure you can take a deeper look if you want. Dante Fowler, man, he's doing pretty good for that Rookie of the Year race. Catanzaro is up there with most field goals attempted and made, it looks like. Yeah. All right. And I guess there you have it. And the thing froze, but we'll end the video now, I suppose. But thanks for watching. This is the Week 12 recap, and we're moving into the Week 13 season coming up.